So I wanted to show you guys a video of Frisco getting a bath, just to show off how good he is. But so I put him in the tub, and in the bowl I have a mixture of Waterless shampoo. It's actually by Great Choice, which was from Petsmart, and it's got the orange and white cat on it, and it's in Spring Blossom. It's kind of like pink, I guess you could say, and I think it smells like bubble gum. I mix it with water, and then I pour the mixture onto his back, and every bowl after that is just plain water. So I'm not using any more soap or shampoo or whatever. I use waterless shampoo because um, I want to get him in and out of the tub as quickly as possible, and my theory is that if anything was left on the coat or the skin, that, it's not as harming to his skin as like soap from shampoo would be, since it is a waterless shampoo. Usually you just spray it on a coat, the pet's coat, and then they're good to go. You don't have to wash it off. So that's pretty much my reasoning behind that. I do have other types of waterless shampoos that I use, but this is the first time I'm using this one, and so far everything is going just great. It is a little bit harder to film this because I just used one hand, but I would rub in the soap a little bit more than I'm showing in the video. I had to cut out a few parts because I had to use two hands to do this, otherwise it was pointless. So now I am just rinsing off the soap that I have on him with just plain water. So now that I have rinsed him off more times than I've shown in the video, I make sure all the soap is off his skin so that nothing irritates him, or at least try to make sure all of it's off. So now I dry him off with a towel in the tub, and then I try to outside of the tub as well. This time is a little bit harder because he was kind of fighting me. It was the fourth time he's gotten a bath, and this time I only used like one hand for a lot of the time, and it was much harder. So then after I dry him off with a towel, I like to dry him off with the hair dryer. Now, if you have a cat or any kind of animal that is going to freak out with the hair dryer, I don't recommend it. I start on a low setting and then I move to the higher setting, and Frisco's pretty tolerant, so he's okay with the hair dryer. I don't do it for very long because hair dryers get hot and I don't want to burn his skin or anything like that. And then I pretty much just send him outside to go lay in the sun.
Okay, Fris. Frisky. You want a chicken treat? You want a chicken treat? Yes, I deserve one. chicken treat. Let's get a chicken treat in the sun. Come on. Come on.
I really like to give Frisco a bath when it's sunny outside so that the sun is shining into the apartment and he can go lay in it. And then he gets warm and toasty, and at the same time his fur dries, and it actually dries like 10 times faster than if you just towel dry and blow dry constantly for like 30 minutes. He just sits in the sun for about 30 minutes and he's like good to go. And I always reward him for being such a good boy with treats, his favorite treats. And you always want to make sure that you brush your cat after giving it a bath so that you get out any tangles in the fur, especially if it's long fur. And also so that the fur dries kind of nicely. Sometimes it will dry sort of spiky or a little bit just wonky in general. And you just want to make sure your kitty went through all that trouble to look and feel clean and gorgeous.
You're such a good boy, Frisky. Thank you for being so good, Frisky. Minnie's checking it out. She says, what's going on? What happened to you? Jeez. What's it, Minnie? Yikes. So weird, Frisky. How are you kitty? He says, oh my god. My thing. Just don't do it to me. So here's Mr. Frisco about half an hour later after his bath, and as you can see, his coat is looking so nice. And it's pretty much dry. Probably underneath on his tummy is probably still the wettest. But his coat is so much softer. It's not oily looking. It doesn't have that spiky look. It just looks shiny from being clean. Yeah, you can see his stomach is still a little wet. He said, "Don't touch me. I'm mad at you." But he's so much softer. You can tell the difference in his fur is very great. And he just overall doesn't feel oily and dirty. I would recommend going through and brushing your cat several times, even after bathing, just to get off any of that extra fur. Frisk, thank you.